We start off with LA Knight and Damian Priest versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Solo goes for a spike, 9 ducks and delivers the BLT. 1, 2, 3, and LA Knight and Damian Priest win the match. I mean, these are two people who are going to fight for the same title at Backlash, and now they are teaming up. Like, what's going on? Like, what's Triple H and Lee Fitting doing? Like, they just don't know what they are doing. Their booking sucks. And Knight and Priest get in each other's faces, and they shove each other, then they start throwing hands, over and over and over and over and over again. Then Jacob Fatu comes in from behind and attacks the both of them, and they go down. Then he starts beating the crap out of Priest in the corner with a couple of headbutts, and he beats Elena with a couple of headbutts at the corner, sends Elena into the ring post. Then he grabs Priest, sends him into the ring post. Then he delivers the hip attack on LA Knight and another hip attack on Damian Priest. I mean, bruh, this dude just destroyed both of them over and over again with a hip attack. And the crowd was just loving every minute of it. I mean, he has gotten over. Like, he's been over since last year. Then, while Fatu's with his title, Drew McIntyre comes in and attacks him with a claymore to the face. I mean, bruh, this is a multiple-time world champion. Why is he meddling with mid-carders like Jacob Fatu and Damian Priest and LA Knight? Then, Alexa Bliss and Zelina Vega fight against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Again, this match has no meaning. Like, Alexa Bliss is bigger and better than this. But, I mean, you know what happened? Alexa Bliss counters Chelsea Green, delivers the drop kick, delivers the twisted bliss. She goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Piper Niven comes in and interferes, slamming her body on Bliss. Then Zelina Vega, the Women's United States Champion, comes in and attacks Piper Niven and Alexa Bliss, her sister, and they drop Piper Niven on the mat. I mean, she hasn't even had her first title defense as Women's United States Champion. Then she attacks Piper Niven with a double knee from outside. Chelsea then goes for the unpretty her on Alexa Bliss, but Alexa Bliss counters and delivers the sister Abigail. Then she goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And her and Zelina Vega win the match. So I feel she could go after Zelina Vega's title. Then Charlotte Flair, storms out, after getting booed massively, even after she said she had the greatest WrestleMania in history, and also she's looking to win another women's title and have another reign. Then the Storm, Jade Cargill appears, and her and Charlotte Flair have a face off. Then she walked past Charlotte Flair, and while Charlotte Flair is about to leave, she tells her to wait, that she had her turn, but now it's time for her to go to the back of the line. Like, what disrespect. This is Charlotte Flair we're talking about, a 15-time women world champion, and Jade Cargill hasn't won a damn thing except the women's tag team championships, which has no meaning, honestly. Then Jade Cargill goes 1-on-1 against Nia Jax for the #1 contender for the women's championship, delivers a big drop kick, goes for the pin. Nia kicks her. Naomi attacks Tiffany. Jade, loses her attention, takes the eyes off the ball and goes to where now Naomi is, and Nia Jax takes advantage, delivers a Samoan drop, then goes for the Annihilator. Then she drops on Jade Cargill. 1, 2, 3, and she wins the match. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to see Nia Jax become women's champion again. I mean, it will be better if Naomi becomes the women's champion and faces Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. Then, oh yeah, the Street Profits go 1-1 against the Fraction. Well, this match was actually good, but I mean, the Street Profits, they weren't 100%. I mean, no one's 100%. Let's just face it. But anyway, Fraction, they defeated the Street Profits, but there was no title on the line. But I hope the Street Profits can hold those titles for long, before they lose because they deserve it. But I think Fraction is going to be the next WWE Tag Team Champions. Then we get on to Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes. Aleister Black drops Carmelo Hayes. Then he lifts him up with his leg. Miz comes to interfere. Then, Aleister Black gets to Miz. And Melo hits Miz, dropping him. Aleister Black goes for the roll up. Like, bruh, I'm sick of all these roll ups. And the ref counts 1, 2, 3, and Aleister Black wins the match. They delivers the black mass to the Miz. Makes him spit out saliva and drops him. Like, bruh, this dude just sells this shit. You start seeing Miz like this, I mean, after everything he has done. Then Aleister Black, makes his way out of the arena. Then we get on to Andrade and Rey Fenix versus Los Gaza. Again, why is this match happening? Too many luchadors just doing nothing. Then, I mean, obviously, Andrade delivers his elbow move on Angel. Then, Rey Fenix goes for the goodbye amigo and just runs on the rope and kicks Beto. Then Rey Fenix lands on Angel outside the ring, and the crowd is popping like you've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times for real. Then Andrade delivers his finishing move. Then he goes for the pin 1, 2, 3, and Andrade and Rey Fenix wins the match. Santos Escobar was mad as hell, pissed off, Rey Fenix hugs a fan. Then we get on to the main event. John Cena, the undisputed WWE champion, makes his return, and Nash, introduces him and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undisputed WWE champion, John Cena." Then John Cena points at him and is like, "Get your ass in here." Then, Wade tells Nash to get his ass in there. Then Nash says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all time, the never seen 17, gracing dating with his presence one last time. He's the last." The Cena tells him to wait. Someone throws in a cream. Like, why are the fans just like this? I mean, haters gonna hate, man. Cena is looking disappointed, Then he tosses the cream. Then he tells Nash to continue. And Nash says he's the last real champion, John Cena. I mean, bruh, man, I just love the gear that he put on. Then Cena gets on the mic and says, "Tomorrow your childhood dies. The reason you are reduced to throwing empty bottles of beer is because every single one of you knows exactly how important Backlash is. You will do everything you can, just like Randy Orton, which is why Randy Orton is not here tonight." And the crowd starts booing. The Cena's like, don't boo. He's smart. He took my advice. He's home with his family in St. Louis and he's preparing for the biggest moment of his career. First time I faced Randy Orton was almost 25 years ago. Since then, we have shared in this ring on WWE television of almost 100 appearances. There are 31 world championships between us. We are the two names that define what it means to have ruthless aggression. And if you are a fan between the ages of 12 and 55 and beyond, you either choose Randy Orton or choose John Cena. That is what's at stake tomorrow, because tomorrow is our final match. Tomorrow you only get to choose one more time. Tomorrow your childhood dies. Don't worry. If you're a fan between the ages of 3 and 11, tomorrow your childhood will die as well. I will make sure you grow up fast, because tomorrow I prove 3 things. Life isn't fair. Winners write history. books, and Randy Orton is a liar. The person Randy's been lying to the most over the years is himself. I will explain it in three terms you can understand. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Hustle. Randy Orton only has his job because of his family. He has never once been held accountable for any of his failures, and he uses his stardom and his connection to protect him from responsibility or actually doing any hard work. Randy Orton is the greatest of all time and wasting his potential. Whew. I am the greatest of all time because I am hustle. Loyalty. Randy Orton thinks that working a job a lot of days in a row is a loyalty. That's not loyalty, that's cashing a check. Randy Orton says he's a WWE lifer. He's stuck here. He says he's a piece of furniture. He's right. He's a lazy boy. Loyalty is being the person that you can always count on, and you are counting on Randy Orton to be the one to take this away from me. After 25 years of injuries, bad attitudes, and coasting his way to be our over celebrated and overpaid. You can't count on Randy Orton for anything. Randy Orton is the greatest of all time at doing the bare minimum. I am the greatest of all time because I am loyalty, respect of which you show me none. But Randy Orton wants to beg for your respect. He has to remind you that he's a third generation superstar. Come on. Nobody knows Bob Orton Sr. The only thing Bob Orton Jr. ever accomplished in life was knocking up Randy's mom, and the only thing Randy Orton's ever done in life is ride off my coattails. Man, he was just speaking facts here. Then he says, yet he calls himself the legend killer, and all he does is use his mean streak and his strength to remove these names from wrestling that were barely relevant in the first place. And tomorrow he gets to do it again. Tomorrow Randy Orton kills the legend of Randy Orton because he will be just like his 2006 drug test, a failure. Randy Orton is the greatest of all time and making a mockery of what a WWE superstar should be. I am the greatest of all time because I am respect. I'm not going to stoop to your level dating. Take a good look. Tomorrow is a historic moment for WWE because I make history again, and this is what the last real champion looks like. Man, honestly, Cena actually buried Randy Orton, but I'd have liked if they were face to face. I mean, this is all Triple H and Lee Fittings doing, honestly. Like, it would have been better if all those times they were in the ring, they were just like cutting each other on the mic, trying to destroy each other on the mic. But I mean, Cena was able to do it, without Randy Orton being there. And you can't even compare them on the mic because, bruh, Cena is better than Randy Orton on the mic. Like, for real, he is. I mean, the GOAT for a reason, Cena will remain my GOAT until someone, and I don't know who that person will be or if that's ever going to happen, the person who will break Cena's record by becoming an 18-time world champion. That's who I will see as the greatest of all time. But for now, nah. I mean, Cena is on top. Like, he's way above everyone else. You can't even compare. I mean, everything he has done for 25 years. 17-time world champion, two-time Royal Rumble winner, 5-time United States champion, Mr. Money in the Bank. But he hasn't won the Intercontinental Championship, but does that even matter? That doesn't even matter. He's way above the mid card. I mean, he's a main eventer of multiple WrestleManias. Anyway, I just know that he's going to retain a Backlash. Like, there's no way he's gonna lose. Like, that's impossible. Nah. I mean, with all the RKOs he's been getting hit with by Randy Orton, that just tells you that Randy ain't retaining, like Randy ain't winning that title. It's just like how he was getting crossroads by Cody Rhodes, and what happened? He won. He became the new undisputed WWE champion, the last real champion, now gracing every place he goes to with his presence for one last time. And what did they tell him at WrestleMania? Thank you, Cena. I mean, you can't hate him, even though he's a heel or a baby face or whatever I want to call him. Then some imposter dressed around the Orton comes to attack Cena from behind, and Cena counters him and lifts him up and delivers the A, or should I say the FU. And I think that the person is Sean Spears, some jobber from NXT. And Cena, lifts up the title, looking all angry as hell. This was crazy, man. Then Randy Orton, comes in from behind like the snake that he is, and then Cena then turns and he charges and hits him with the RKO for the third time this year. And he leaves Cena on the mat. Honestly, Randy Orton, he's not winning that title. I mean, bruh, I wouldn't even want him to win the title. Like, there's no way they can end Cena's reign early. People are saying, oh, Cody Rhodes will take the title, but I don't even want Cody Rhodes to take the title either. Like, Cena should just relinquish it and just walk away. Then, that's all for Friday Night SmackDown, the final SmackDown before Backlash. So, see you on Backlash. Yeah.